reading while I'm traveling. Hopefully y'all be able to hear me. I can't get as wild as I want to get because, you know, there's a lot of people around. I would say something, but I'm not. I would say something, but I'm not. And some shit. Make sure y'all comment when y'all jump on, alright? Shout out to who in the building. Shout out to all my Capricorns. Shout out to all my life path number 3s. Shout out to my 7th babies. You know, you're born in the 7th, 16th, 25th. You're everything. You know, everybody coming to this world with everybody's special. You just gotta know who you are. That's second camera and energy. I said I want to stack $100,000 cash in a short amount of time, so I could play Monopoly with my life, with myself, right? So for y'all that watch me, y'all know what I do. Pretty much. If you say you want to invent it, right? If you invented something, if you don't got the marketing, it's everything, right? Branding and marketing is everything. So if you want to invent it, say you invented some shit that's dope that the world needs, right? But if you don't have the money to market whatever you created, nobody gonna know that you created it. Or you gonna run into somebody that might put up the money for you to market what you want, but they're gonna take half of the shit, or probably try to take credit for what you created. Right? So, the people I looked up to most in the music business, Young Dolph. I love the shit out of Young Dolph. Nipsey was my man too. But if you pay attention, especially if you're black, if you pay attention, most of the people that came up in the music business was drug dealers. I can't make this shit up. Most of the people that's millionaires now, damn near billionaires now, was drug dealers. Baby was a drug dealer. Master P was a drug dealer. Jay-Z was a drug dealer. Right? I can't name nobody that played the game straight and got in, right? So if you got money to invest in yourself, you can make yourself a boss. If you don't got enough money to invest in yourself, you need to connect to people that got the money to make it happen. Because most of the time you're going to have to sell a part of yourself, hopefully not your soul, or nobody gonna never know what you did. So me, on the other hand, y'all know what I do. So I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is, to make a long story short. I mean, but I ain't have to sell no drugs to get that type of money though. I just worked hard and played smart, right? So, you know, you look at the world, you got half of the world working. Some motherfuckers work all day. And they go get themselves a nice little house. They go get themselves a nice little car. They get nice clothes. If you check their bank account, motherfuckers ain't got nothing in their bank account. So at the end of the day, you gotta ask yourself who winning or who losing. You could go get a college degree, right? And go get yourself a good job. But if all of your money is going back to pay them loans off, like, if all of your money is going to somebody else, you lose. So, especially like when it comes to black people, because, you know, we like to look good. Motherfuckers got $300 sneakers on their feet, and $20 on their debit card. Like, that shit is backwards, ain't it? So I'm not judging, but eventually you're gonna have to switch the game up and flip that shit. If you're trying to get to where you're trying to go, though, right? Peace and love. Real ones know real, respect real ones, right? So I just found a way to sit on most of my bread, you know what I mean? Yeah, I found a way to sit on most of my bread. So, you know, if y'all don't know, peace and love, I'm a therapist. Just got off of work, and I'm a life path number 3, so I live very unorthodox. You know, like a lot of motherfuckers, they go to work, and they hate their co-workers, they hate their boss, they gotta deal with people. I never met my co-workers, I never met my boss. You know? So I found a way to float under the radar, okay? Which is super dope. I don't know what my boss look like or sound like. I just know I do my job, I do it correctly, I don't have no problems. Right? I just took a teaching job, so I know I'm a psychic medium, I'm a recording artist, I do a lot of shit. So I got all these streams of income to make money, but it's about sitting on your money. You know, as you can see, I'm on a bus coming from work. Right? I actually might go out and perform. Right? You don't see me jumping in no car. You see me getting on a bus. First of all, I live in New York, so that shit look kind of stupid. I ain't knocking nobody. That shit look kind of dumb. Yo, Mike, he said 300 shoes, $20 on your debit card. I've been there. I ain't judging nobody, but you always can change your life. You could wake up one day and say, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm gonna change my shit. And just that easy. When you tell yourself you want to change something, I used to smoke hella weed. I used to smoke like 6 blunts a day. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I'm vegan. So don't tell me you can't change. Okay? You definitely can change. But let's see what's going on, Capricorn. So I advise, shout out to the Capricorns though, because this is Capricorn channel. Make up inside your mind what you want out of life and go for that shit, point blank. Set a plan of what you want out of life, what you gotta do to get there, what you willing to sacrifice to get there, and go for that shit. If not, you could bullshit your life away, but life is short than a motherfucker though. You know what I mean? Because it was just the other day I was like 20 years old. You know what I mean? So life is short than a motherfucker. I mean, you do get to come back and reincarnate, but you never know what you're gonna reincarnate as. That's why I respect all forms of life. You know what I mean? Like I look at dogs, I know the dog is a soul, right? But that dog was a human before. Motherfucker just came back in the form of a dog. And that could be karma. So, you know, but it get deep though. Let's see what's going on, Capricorn. What time is it on the clock? Nothing happens by mistake. 4 o'clock, that break down to number 4. 4 is the number for stability. It's a powerful number. 4 is the number for God, the masculine version of God. 3 is the feminine number for God. 3 and 4 is 7. That's the balance of the feminine and the masculine. How do I know that? Because I'm a 7, baby. Born on the 7th. Buddha born on the 7th. Elijah Muhammad born on the 7th. One of my favorite artists, Tupac, born on the 16th. He was throwing up the angel wings. When you're born on the 7th, 16th, 25th, you're everything. It all breaks down to 7. 7 is God's number. How do I know that? I was birthed with this knowledge. It just had to come out, right? So, if you know who you are, you know where you came from, I mean, you should know something about yourself. What's your moon sign? I got bit by mad mosquitoes. What's your moon sign? What's in your 3rd house? 3rd house, rule with you get your sun sign, right? You get your moon sign, you get your rising sign, right? 3rd house rule how you communicate. That's ruled by Gemini. That's why Gemini's rule communication. That's part of the reason why Drake got his ass whooped by Kendrick Lamar, because Drake is a Scorpio, right? What is a water sign? What is emotional, right? But air, Gemini, is air sign, and they rule the mental. So Kendrick outsmarted Drake because he got in his emotions. I'm just showing you something. Like, you really don't want to fuck with like a Gemini. Tupac was a Gemini, Biggie was a Gemini, Lauryn Hill was a Gemini, you know. I'm a Gemini, North Node. So, you know, so Gemini rule the third house, communication. All forms of communication. The fourth house ruled by Cancer. Cancer ruled over the home and the family, right? Fifth house ruled by Leo. Leo ruled over children, friendship circles, your happiness, right? I could get deep. Virgo ruled the sixth house. Virgo ruled over health, your beauty, your routines. Seventh house ruled by Libra. Libra ruled over relationships. Eighth house ruled by Scorpio. Scorpio ruled life and death, sex, transformation. Look, we could get deep. But let's see what's going on. What's the energy, Capricorn? What's the energy, Capricorn? Wow, the moon. 18 is the number for Cancer. Pisces energy. It's the moon. That could represent your moon sign. If you think of yourself as a planet, right? The moon sign is your thoughts, is your mind, the way how you think, right? Your intuition, right? It also could represent hidden enemies, right? This right here could be somebody that's intuitive, and you got motherfuckers looking at you mad. So shout out to all my intuitive ones, to all my woke ones, right? Motherfuckers like, how they know that shit? Is they an alien? Hell yeah, I'm a motherfucking alien. Christ was an alien. An alien is somebody that ain't from this motherfucking planet, right? Right? So, somebody could be a Cancer by a Scorpio, somebody could be born on the 18th or the 9th. Y'all could be real intuitive. Y'all got some enemies too. What's going on, Capricorn? Something about your intuition. Let's see where we're going with it. Somebody said witches out times of the day. You can call me a witch, but I work for God though. My ancestors don't play though. They fuck niggas up through the phone too, so you should watch your mouth. You know? But that's up to you though. You know what I mean? My ancestors don't play, they fuck niggas up through the phone. Alright? And by the way, I work for God. They call Christ a witch. They call Martin Luther King a witch. So I take that shit as a compliment. You know? Just the fact that I just got off of work on my channel. If you left you got on my channel to leave a negative comment, that is to show you don't got no motherfucking job. You either a hater or you just love what I do on the low though. But it's all love though. Let's see what's going on, Capricorn. And that's what I said, you got haters. So you just confirmation that Capricorn, you got some haters. You got motherfuckers watching. Look at them. Look at them. You got a crab down there. A crab representing Cancer. You got motherfuckers watching. God said, I'll turn your enemies into your footstool. You see how I use people energy against themselves? You left a negative comment, but that was confirmation that Capricorn got hidden enemies that's watching them. What you see? Motherfuckers watching, right? Because I ain't got time to be on nobody trying to talking shit at all. Like, I don't even watch niggas I don't like. So if you don't, especially if you're a man, you watching another nigga that you don't like? Really, nigga? Capricorn, we got niggas watching us. They really love us, though. What's going on, Capricorn? Hierophant energy, Taurus energy. Yeah, this like the spiritual guru. See these two people right here? This represents Taurus. This could represent organizations, schools, cults, the Illuminati. But this also represents somebody that carry a lot of wisdom and knowledge and got people watching it. Taurus energy, right? So, Hierophant energy. Okay. Oh, shit. So, what I'm getting is we got Masons. We got Illuminati groups. We got people watching us. Some of y'all got a Taurus watching y'all. Why? Somebody feel like they missed out on the opportunity with you. 4 and 5, somebody could be born on the 9th. Somebody could be 45, 54, number 9. 9 is the number for endings. Somebody feel like, yeah, see, didn't I say death? Scorpio energy, number 13. If you go to China or Japan, they don't like the number 13 because that's the number for death, right? So some ended, you got a Taurus watching, or Cancer, right? Or some of y'all, it's a religious group. But I feel like it's like a Taurus or a Cancer. Some of this is family and friends. Somebody you had to end it with. You had to end it with somebody. You had to end it with somebody.